6 people vanished without a trace. No clues, no bodies, no answers. From Amelia Earhart's mysterious final flight to Jimmy Hoffa's disappearance in plain daylight, these are the unsolved cases that have baffled experts for decades. What really happened? The truth might be stranger than any fiction you've heard. July 2nd, 1937, 2 tiny figures, Amelia Earhart and her navigator Fred Noonan, vanished from the skies while nearing Howland Island over the Pacific. They were attempting the world's most daring flight, but they never made it. Decades later, nobody can say for sure what happened. One prevailing theory? Their plane simply ran out of fuel and plunged into the ocean. Another theory whispers a far more sinister fate, that they were captured by Japanese forces after crash landing near Saipan or the Marshalls. Despite numerous expeditions, including one backed by Purdue University, no debris or bodies have ever been found. Pause and think. What do you believe happened to Amelia Earhart? Crash into the sea? Captured secretly? Share your theory in the comments below. And if you're captivated already, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next mystery. July 30th, 1975. Jimmy Hoffa, the larger-than-life Teamsters leader, stepped outside a Detroit area restaurant and vanished forever. No witnesses, no body, no answers. Hoffa had deep ties to organized crime and had just been fighting to regain control of the Union. Theories flooded in: mob hit, burial under Giant Stadium, incinerated in a sausage factory. Nothing was ruled out. Even today, nearly 50 years later, his case remains unsolved. Confessions from hitmen, wild theories, countless searches, yet his remains have never been found. Here's your turn. What's your theory about Hoffa? Buried in concrete? Incinerated? Tell us below. November 24th, 1971. A man named Dan Cooper, or D.B. Cooper, due to a typo, hijacked a Northwest Orient flight, demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes, then leaped into the stormy night over the Pacific Northwest. He was never seen again. The FBI searched for years, interviewing over 1,000 suspects. In 1980, a boy discovered $5,880 of the ransom money buried along the Columbia River. But Cooper? He remained a ghost. Who do you think D.B. Cooper was? Did he die on that jump? Or did he vanish into the shadows? Comment your take. Christmas Eve, 1945, Fayetteville, West Virginia. The Sodder family's home caught fire just after midnight. George and Jenny Sodder escaped with 4 of their children, but 5 never made it out. Or did they? No remains were found in the ash, no smell of burning flesh, no bones. The fire burned for less than an hour, too short to completely destroy bodies. Over the years, the Sodders received strange calls, supposed sightings, even a mysterious photo mailed decades later that may have shown one of the missing boys alive. Could these children have been kidnapped with the fire as a cover-up? Or were they tragically lost in the flames? Drop your theory in the comments, and remember, subscribing keeps you in the loop for mysteries like this. August 6, 1930, New York Supreme Court Justice Joseph Force Crater leaves his office, grabs dinner with friends, hails a cab, and vanishes. The press dubbed him the missingest man in New York. Crater was tied to shady political dealings and rumored corruption. Witnesses claimed he withdrew thousands in cash before disappearing. But where did he go, and why? Decades later, a woman's deathbed confession suggested he was murdered and buried under Coney Island's boardwalk. but no remains have ever been found. Do you think Judge Crater escaped to a new life, or was he silenced forever? Comment below and share your gut feeling. December 15th, 1944. Glenn Miller, the legendary big band leader, boarded a small plane to Paris to perform for U.S. troops. He never arrived. Officially, it was blamed on bad weather, but whispers claimed something darker, a friendly fire incident, a secret mission, or even that he died in a brothel, covered up to protect his image. His plane was never found. In 1987, a fisherman claimed he'd pulled up wreckage matching the description, but it was lost again before investigators could confirm. What's your theory? Did Miller meet a tragic accident, or was he part of a bigger wartime cover-up? Let me know in the comments. 6 names, 6 disappearances, 6 cases that remain as mysterious today as the day they happened. From high skies over the Pacific to quiet country towns, from bustling New York streets to the depths of wartime Europe, these stories refuse to give up their secrets. Amelia Earhart, the pioneering aviator whose courage inspired the world, gone without a trace. Jimmy Hoffa, the labor leader with powerful friends and dangerous enemies, vanished in broad daylight. The man known only as D.B. Cooper, who vanished into the night with $200,000 and left the FBI chasing shadows. The Sodder children, whose family still wonders if they escaped the fire that Christmas Eve. Judge Joseph Force Crater, who stepped into a cab and never stepped out. Glenn Miller, the music legend whose final flight may have held more than a concert tour. Some mysteries are solved by persistence, others by accident. But there are those that seem to guard their secrets jealously, as if the truth itself has been erased from time. Hoffa's final meeting, Earhart's last transmission, Cooper's leap into the night, each moment frozen, each answer just out of reach. They're not just stories, they're whispers from the past, daring us to follow. Perhaps one day a letter will surface, a photo will be found, or a single clue will finally crack the case. Until then, these names will remain etched into America's great book of unsolved mysteries. If this journey through history's shadows has kept you hooked, subscribe and join our growing circle of seekers, because here, the story never really ends. We dive into more forgotten files, unsolved crimes, and historical mysteries. Until then, keep searching, keep questioning, because the past is never truly gone.